Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your buddy Lila, Perfector, toy collector. But before I get into anything else today, I'd like to say that this channel is specifically geared towards adult collectibles and adult collectors. So anyone under the age of 13 should not view this channel. But without further ado, guys, let's get into why you're here. All right, see ya. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your buddy Lila, back to you again with another episode. Of course, I'm the pun perfector, toy collector, and sometimes female body inspector. Yeah, shh, don't tell anyone. But yeah, guys. So as I was saying, as you guys can see right above me, I definitely accepted the challenge that was bestowed upon me. That was basically directed at me by the one, the only, the dead skeleton. So of course, anybody that's part of the collecting community, anybody that's part of the Funko Pop community knows the dead skeleton. He's got an awesome channel. I consider myself a ding dong. You know, anybody that's subscribed to the dead skeleton is considered a ding dong. So King Ding Dong right here, guys. You know, I'm the ultimate example of what it is to be a ding dong. Yeah, I'm that guy again. You know. Okay, but like I said, it was definitely a challenge I wanted to definitely take on. Definitely wanted to, you know, take a look at it, take a stab at it, and you know, grab it by the horns and say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So thank you again, Dead Skeleton, for you know, calling me out. You know, I'm the man. Let's go. Let's do it. So it's pretty simple, guys. The whole the three choices were, I think, most sentimental. The other one was the most expensive collectible or grail, you know, or pop in your collection, and the other one was a wild card. So basically, wild card, just any collectible that's in your, you know, collection that you know you find to be something obscure, something that you know people don't, you know, regularly sort of collect, just anything that you wanted to kind of throw up on camera. So you know, I think I picked three that I like the best, and here we go, guys. So as I was saying, out of the three possible things that I thought of, it took me a little time to figure it out, but I kind of, you know, got down to the nitty gritty, picked the three things that I really liked, and you know, here we go, guys. So let's see what you think. So as far as my wild card goes, you know, I've been trying to sort of slow down my Funko Pop collection. So I've been trying to downsize it, and basically, you know, I'm not going to stop collecting Funko Pops. I just want to be more selective and basically streamline what I collect. So now that I've been sort of offloading some pops, I've been, you know, taking that money and, you know, directing my attention to things like this. So of course, right here, this is my wild card choice, and of course, as you guys may or may not know, it is Saitama from the series One Punch Man. So of course, this is a Nendoroid, and you know, if you've been a fan of anime for like the last couple of years, you've seen the show. Of course, if you're a collector like myself, you know what Nendoroids are. These Nendoroids are fantastic in every way. In my opinion, they're well worth the money. I know they're a little bit pricier than most collectibles. I know the price point is a little higher, but to me, I think it's just worth it overall. Sometimes, you know, with Funko Pops, you tend to get what you pay for. Sometimes the paint on the Funko Pops is a little messy, or even just a hot mess, to be honest. Whereas, you know, with these Nendoroids, you know, you're definitely getting, you know, bang for your buck. So Nendoroids are, you know, my wild card choice. So anytime I see something that I really like, you know, I tend to gravitate to it, and I tend to want to you know, want to scoop it up and pick it up. So as you guys can see, this is Saitama, and of course in the series One Punch Man, you know, it's basically describes itself. This guy is just a ridiculously overpowered superhero, and basically anytime he, you know, decides he's gonna wreck your world and beat the snot out of you. He does it with one punch. So yeah, it's an anime that's doesn't take itself seriously whatsoever. Of course, Saitama is a reluctant sort of hero in the show. And also, if you guys do have the opportunity to tune into the show, definitely watch it. There's 2 seasons. You can easily binge watch it in a day, maybe 2 days. But yeah, these Nendoroids are just always fantastic. And this is my first time unboxing Saitama. But yeah, guys, the cool thing about these Nendoroids is that they come with like multiple heads, sometimes multiple faceplates, tons of extra accessories. So arms, legs, not the legs so much, but more the arms, and sometimes legs. So you can basically take off an arm, put another arm in, where they're doing, a different pose altogether. So in my opinion, this is my wild card choice. I love these things. Nendoroids are definitely a cool collectible to have in your collection. And yeah, guys, this is my wild card. So, of course, we'll get into, let's see, I guess we'll get into sentimental, or the most sentimental. So, for me, this will always change. This will always sort of evolve. I've gotten, Funko Pops from, friends, from my wife, from my kids. So, I'm always going to have, I guess, a different sentimental, most sentimental Funko Pop. But this one, as of right now, is definitely the most sentimental. So this is Master Shredder from the series Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So of course, if you're an 80s kid like myself, you grew up on the Ninja Turtles. And of course, Master Shredder, always came up with some harebrained scheme every week to try to foil the good guys. You know what I'm saying? But of course, Master Shredder was just one step behind Raphael, Michelangelo, Leonardo, and Donatello. So of course this guy always got his butt kicked from week to week. Like I said, bad guys just always come second. You know what I'm saying? Always fall flat on their face. It is what it is, Shredder. But the reason that this is the most sentimental to me at the moment is that it was given to me by a good friend, Charles. And if you guys, are a part of the Funko community, you know that Charles is the dad over at Judge Dak. So of course, another wonderful channel that I've been a fan of from the very get-go. I've been lucky enough to have met, Charles, who's the dad, and I've met Jack, who of course is one of the co-stars, of the show, and of course, his daughter Lila. But like I said, this is the most sentimental to me at the moment. It was just because, me, Charles, and my buddy Mikey over at Poppin' Stories, we got to basically hang out. It was a guy's afternoon to just kind of chill and talk and, look at collectibles. We had gone to a comic book and toy convention show here in Massachusetts, and we just had a blast that day. We just got to just kind of kick back and chill and look at all kinds of cool collectibles, and yeah, it was just a nice afternoon. Charles is just a good dude, a dad like myself. Obviously we have similar jobs, come to find out, and yeah, we had gone to the Raynham Flea Market, and Charles was just awesome enough and nice enough, and just a genuinely good person, and he scooped up Shredder for me. I was just kind of like trying to make a pop swap. I was trying to make a deal with one of the vendors over at the flea market, and Charles was just like, "Hey bud, I'd like for you to have this," and yeah, it's like I've been very lucky that I've met some wonderful people and some cool people along the way during this journey on YouTube, and Charles is a prime example of why this community is great and why people are so awesome, and once again, Charles, just want to thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart, for this wonderful, cool little pop. I'll definitely cherish it. I'll definitely, always look at it and smile, and it's all thanks to you. So yeah, thank you again. All right, and we'll get into our very last choice. So the last one was the most expensive collectible or pop in your collection, and this one was easy. So of course we have Master Chaco from the series My Hero Academia. Yes, wanted some dramatic pause in between that. So yes, My Hero Academia. Or some people say academia. I say academia, macadamia, whatever. I'm nuts. So yeah, but this is my most expensive pop, my most expensive collectible that I'm aware of. So of course, as you guys know, anybody that's watched this channel knows that I've been a huge anime fan right from the very get-go, and of course, I loved My Hero Academia even way before all of the hype. I know, My Hero Academia within like the last few years has just sort of like blown up and become like a huge success, a crossover hit, and of course, now American kids as well as Japanese kids as well as kids around the world love the show, and of course, adults like myself love the show. But when I saw this way back when, I think I picked it up for like 30 bucks on eBay. So it had just come out, that year at the con, so 2017, SECC. Of course, it's got the sticker. It's not the shared exclusive, it's the actual sticker. Yeah, like I said, when I picked it up, I wanted to scoop it up. I wanted to make it a part of my collection. And of course, this sits atop the throne in my collection, at least. For a while there, it was, the glow-in-the-dark All Might, the Funimation exclusive All Might. But of course, when they restocked it, that, Pop took a major, major fall, in the price book. But yeah, now it's, Ochako that sits atop the throne. She's the queen of my collection. So yeah, what can I say, guys? If you do have this pop, then you're lucky. It's definitely a unique pop to have. Definitely an awesome mold. Of course, they capture Ochako's likeness, to a T. Definitely looks awesome. But yes, this is my most expensive pop, or most expensive collectible in my collection. So yeah, guys, now that I've sort of, accepted the challenge from the Dead Skeleton, and I basically done my part, pick my three, I'd like to pick 3 other channels to do the same exact thing. So let me think about this for a second. So I know, first and foremost, I'm gonna pick my buddy Mikey over at Poppin' Stories. So Mikey, I expect you to, take on this challenge and do what we ask you to do. All right, so you better do it, bro. All right, let me see. I'm gonna pick 2 more. So I'm gonna pick Andy over at Nerdsmithing. I'd like for you to also, take on this challenge. I think, with your collection, with everything you've got, I think yours will be definitely pretty awesome to look at. And last but not least, who else am I gonna pick? Wow, this is a good one. I'm trying to think now. And of course, if we can, I'd like to nominate. Wow, this is a tough one. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna say, hopefully, Judge Jack. Hey Charles, if you're watching this video and you tune in, I'd love if you and the kids, accepted the challenge. The Pick 3 challenge, the Ultra Applesauce Pick 3 challenge. I'd like to see what you guys have to offer. It would be a nice way of kind of like tuning into, a new vid from you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna pick those 3 people to do the challenge if we can. So Mikey over at Poppin' Stories, Andy over at Nerdsmithing, and of course Charles, Jack, and Lila over at Judge Jack. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys can take a little time out of your day and kind of like see and throw up there what you guys have in your collection. But once again, guys, thank you so much for always tuning in. Thank you for always dropping a comment. Thank you for always giving me a like. It's always appreciated. And yeah, guys, if you really enjoy the content, then by all means, continue watching, continue playing the videos, and just continue supporting. I always cherish the fact that you guys keep coming back again and again. So alright, guys, I've rambled on long enough. Wish you guys a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.